I want to ask you a question, Saha. Sometimes, recently, it has been kind of often.
Okay.
You tell your brain not to do something. You beg it, please, please don't do it. Well, don't say this. Don't say it. Don't say it. And it just like automatically says it or does it.
طبعا.
Yani, I'll just give you one example. Went to the bathroom, the stinky bathroom, a stinky bathroom, a public bathroom. And I was washing my coffee machine drainer thing, right? So there was this big bin with all the public tissues there. So I was holding it and I'm saying, and I had to kind of like dispense the coffee granules inside of it.
Okay.
So I just had to kind of like, drain it. I don't know, puff it, whatever.
Hey.
So I was telling my brain, oh my God, imagine you
dropping that in that sink.
Imagine you drop it in that disgusting bin. Please don't drop it in the bin.
And you
Please,
drop it.
What happens?
You drop it.
I drop it.
طبعا. زي لما I tell myself, Suha, don't fall. You fall.
Suha, don't fall.
You fall.
Suha, please don't fall in front of all these people.
Hey,
please.
you fall.
You fall.
Right.
Why is it? So the thing is, I thought it was a matter of age. It's not a matter of age.
No, it's not a matter of
age. It is not. There are actual studies on the and everybody goes through something like this. It's just that some people kind of focus on what I'm about to tell you more than others. Now that I'm gonna tell you that it actually exists.
In your brain does it intentionally?
No, Shufi, I'll tell you what it is. Now, we have a part of our brain. Let's call it the CEO of our brain.
حلو.
Hey. It's right behind the forehead. That central part of the brain. The CEO.
CEO حق البرين. حلو.
You tell the CEO, okay, please listen. I don't want you. For example, you're in a funeral.
Okay.
You can't laugh now. This is not laugh time. You're in a funeral. بتروحي بتعزي. You cannot laugh.
حلو.
So the brain is like, okay, don't laugh. And so what it starts to do, it has two tasks now. It has to tell you not to laugh. And at the same time, it has to check that you're not laughing. So what happens? It goes on overdrive and it does it. It gets tired. You stress it out. Don't tell it not to do anything. Because it's just like a toddler. When you tell a toddler, don't touch that, what does the toddler do?
He touches it.
It touches it.
The brain is like that?
The brain is like that. You stress it if you tell it not to do something.
طب بالله العظيم يا هلا. And tell the truth. Didn't I say that from the beginning and I let them, they take control وقلتي لي how? That's your study? خلاص, I don't bother it. I don't bother it.
Yeah, but who's taking the fall? We are.
إيه لا بس لما when I tell خلاص I leave it إن شاء الله يعني حتى when I say Suha don't fall I don't say it anymore خلاص I won't fall بس I know إنه my brain does the things اللي I don't want it to do فخلاص أنا فهمته I understand it والله without that study that I known this is how I've been reacting with my brain.
You just خلاص ignore
it. I ignore it and I go okay إن شاء الله we're friends. Let's just keep each other apart كده.
I'm not going to stress you.
Don't stress me and I won't stress you. بس.
Yeah, but usually in normal people who still haven't reached, mashallah,
our level.
Yeah, but I'm still going through it.
You're going
suffering.
through it.
I am suffering.
لا, but then
so
I've recognized you. That when you don't want to do something, when you say don't say it,
I'll immediately say
Wallah al-Azim, an hour later.
See, for example, when you come and tell me, Yalla hala, you have to say this in Arabic. Now, if you don't tell me that, I'll say it perfectly.
But when you had على طول your brain says
no. If you put me on the spot.
Yes.
I don't know how to. See, this is it.
You have to work on it.
Then we'll try. Look, I've got some tips here.
I'll send you the one in my brain.
The latest study
the thing
created by Saididi.
بالضبط.
Yeah. Stay tuned, Joe. More about that.
طيب. إيش الموضوع؟ الموضوع هل أنتم مخكم لما تقول له سوي الشيء
إيه والله شوفي why doesn't the same thing happen with positive things
صح
عشان هذا هو
يعني
المخ.
لما تقول لي مخك لا تطيح ترى انتبهي لا تطيح تقوم تطيحي لما تقول لي مخك زي ايش كمان اشياء لا تقول كده
لا تقولي الصدق لا تقولي هذا الموضوع لا تقولي انت دحين كاسبه على ذا الموضوع هي خلي بالك
ايوه تقولي
صح لا
صح صح. لما تقول مثلا لا هذه الكلمة طبعا مستحيل أقولها، تقوليها، فعشان كده تقولي له خلاص أنا ما في كلام أنت ما في كلام أنا. Okay, we're back. Okay, Hala, tell us. What else?
Welcome back. Yeah, listen to... this is...
So, Hala show. Yeah.
I'm getting there.
لا والله you're not.
No, mind you, Blunders is helping. Because he sends me these vibes.
Waves.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're talking about why our brain does not listen to us. Why does it enjoy watching us crumble with embarrassment?
Okay.
For example, you're talking to somebody professional or somebody you have no idea, and you're like, yeah, قلبي. You know, you use these words that you kind of with habit say it to people that you love.
صح.
And you say, and it's just so embarrassing.
صح. لا صح. ساعات تكون يعني with somebody who's like formal. Like, يا حبيبي.
يا قلبي.
يا قلبي. لا.
How are you going to fix that? No, I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it.
You just act dead. In situations like this, you act dead.
Yeah,
you're just like, look, I'm old and I didn't know what I'm saying. What are you going to say?
Nothing.
What are you going to say?
لا, بس شوفي, if it was somebody decent, they'd know that you probably say it to your son.
It's embarrassing for you.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
As a person who
شوفي,
just
if
said
it's
that.
somebody etiquette, they'll pretend like they didn't hear it.
Usually everybody pretends like
and just look away and they're
cringe.
like لا they'll look away كده يعني هذول decent people. But if somebody like who wanted to get you, they're like
what do you mean about that, huh? So these are the main things that our brain kind of has problems with. The accidental affection, that's what it's called. The forbidden giggles.
Yeah.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. But there's a remedy for that one. Remember when we're in any situation and then you just laugh uncontrollable?
صح.
And so my mom learned it from somebody else when she was young. She's like, just remember death.
لا بس كمان هذه مرة هلا إيش.
Look, it's the only thing that will immediately stop you, because sometimes when it's uncontrollable and there you are in front of people and you can't stop. How many times has that happened to us while we were in university? And we got thrown out.
لا, we used to always get thrown out of class.
Because why? Our brain tells us, now listen.
Don't laugh, ya Suha. Don't laugh, ya Hala.
This instructor is a no-nonsense woman. She hates us. And خلاص, that's
just
it.
Be decent.
And anything will trigger that laugh, because you're telling your brain not to.
طب يعني you're telling us not to tell it, not to give it any orders?
Don't give it any orders.
هذا آخر كلام؟
هذا آخر كلام. For example, now I'm telling you, now this is the actual research, the study. You guys do it too. Now I'm telling you guys, do not think of a white bear. Don't think of it. What's happening? You're thinking of the white bear. Don't think of the white bear. Don't think of the white bear walking around in the snow. Do not think of this thought. You cannot not think about it. So what happens with the brain? The brain's like saying, okay, now I got an order not to think of the white bear. But are you thinking about the white bear or not?
Thinking about the white bear.
بتفكري وما بتفكري?
لا طبعا.
Are you not? So all you could do is think about the white bear. So how do you fix this? Give it something else to think about. Throw in a red car. Don't think about the red car. See, it's so tiring, man. It's just like your dream.
لا.
It's tiring.
خلاص أنا I leave it. صدقيني هو خلاص he got used to me إنه I don't خلاص. والله العظيم هلا شوفي, the more you make your brain cool
إيه
وتعيشي كده أنتي كده cool, ما تبي مشاكل. You don't want anybody to bother it. You don't want to bother it. It's just gonna chill.
There's a very low percentage of people like that, yes, Soha.
It'll get there.
Where you're old and خلاص, that's it? You're done?
لا, you have to خلاص خالة, everybody goes through. You have to learn in life. يعني تبي تقولي لي since you're young spring chicken حقتك, you want them to have it the right way. لا, they have to go through the stuff that we all went through.
Also, should they suffer?
لازم. No, it's not suffering. It's you have to experience life. You have to experience life to get the things اللي هو خلاص, suits you.
But why? Why, if they have all this information at the tip of their finger, why don't they fix it? I wish as a young person, I wish I had all this information. I would have maybe lived my life differently.
صدقيني هلا حبيبتي, you had. بس معلش.
فين I had? You had to open books. You had to go. You have to. يا شيخة, it was so hard, man.
And I like interpreting dreams.
أنا ما أحب.
يوجد كل شيء.
أوحش شيء في الحياة لما أحد يتصل فيكي عمره ما يتصل فيكي قالوا حلمت بك. طيب ما أبغى أعرف.
ايوه يعني هو شوفي انا ما حسويها في احد الا لو كان انا عارفه انه حلم حلو والتفسير حلو.
حتى لو حلو او وحش حقول ان شاء الله خير.
بالعكس حلو
اتصلوا هيك الو سهى انت كويسه؟ ايش في؟ انت كويسه ولا ما انت كويسه؟
ايوه هذه عندي في وحده في العيله هذه تسويها فيا. هذه نفسها اظن هي نفسها
هذه اسمها هدارة. Talking about why our brain is sometimes a rebel. Why is it sometimes that you tell it to not say that? Now the key word here is not say or not do something, and it automatically does it. We told you it's not that our brain is against us and it wants to embarrass us. It's just that we're stressing it. Very easily said. It's just that we're putting it in overdrive and it kind of gives up. You know what? You're on your own. خلاص ما جون.
Yeah.
حلو.
Okay. ايه صح.
Now there are tips and tricks. There are tips and tricks on how not to fall into this trap because it's very embarrassing, ya Soha. It's just very embarrassing. Yani, look in all our life, you say something silly. Like somebody says something to you and you answer back the stupidest answer and you sit there the whole night. I wish I didn't say that. Why did I say that?
That's عادي يا هلا. That's normal.
Are you serious?
لا طبعا that's normal.
Let's say you answered something very stupid back. يعني it was a stupid reply. حتى after you can actually see the words coming out of your mouth.
لا تعرفي أنت عارفة what I get stuck in when anybody says sometimes يعني it's like a good comment ما هي good comment. واو مرة حلو. It's like there's nothing حلو about that conversation.
لا that's you in La La Land and your automatic response is مرة حلو. But then sometimes you get caught out.
لا أكون I don't know how to react to the هذا والله. And they're looking at me ساعات يكون الشيء it's not ما في حالة حلو أبدا.
See, I'm telling you, no way you heard it.
That's like something stupid. بس يعني مو إنه that's totally stupid. It's just it's not. But يعني I don't know what to call it. فهمتيني?
It's just that sometimes this is the thing. There are two characters
in the brain.
You, mashallah, you let it go. You could do something like that. Say something silly back. You probably just kind of erase it from your brain. You have the ability to erase things from your brain.
لا هو الحمد لله it's erasing by itself. I don't tell it anymore. Oh, mashallah,
I sit there and I ponder and I sleep over it. Why did I say that? I was so silly, man. It's just so silly.
لا don't ponder. مرة I don't ponder. الحمد لله أنا an hour later أصلا حكون نسيت. خلاص and I forgot it. اللي بعده. صح?
Yeah. Anyway, so here is what we can do to fix this problem.
Okay.
طيب, don't use the word not. يعني never tell your brain. What happens when I tell you, Suha, tomorrow, inshallah, we're going to go on a diet. بإذن الله, no more carbs. No more junk food. No more sweets. Suha, no, خلاص, it's a diet tomorrow. What's going to happen?
طبعا I eat double. I eat double. I eat double sugar.
Yes.
I eat double food.
Double carbs.
كله double.
See? Don't tell your brain nothing. You just automatically do things without saying them. Just like wives do with their husbands. Sometimes, they don't really say what they're going to do, but then they just do it. Like, if you tell your husband, for example, I'm going to rearrange the whole room and I'm going to, buy a couple of things. What is he going to say? No. He's going to immediately think she's going to start wanting to buy things. She's going to want to change the furniture. It's out of my comfort zone. Hey, but I don't want it.
صدقي هذا this is working with me حتى كيف.
What?
If someone calls me and says, okay, tonight we're going to meet. Today we're going to meet. Today we're going to go to this. مدري مين. والله يا هلا my brain sits for all those hours. يعمل to make up something and no, it doesn't want to go and it pushes me. No, we're sitting on the couch, we're watching TV. When somebody calls me right on the spot, let's go now, I go.
Easy.
شفتي? I go. It doesn't have time to tell me what to do. And I go.
Well, at least good you go.
صدق هلا احنا we need to have a مو psychiatrist someone.
You know what the sad thing is?
Yeah.
I actually told one. She was a marriage counselor. I'm like, could you come to the
show with
on
us?
The show with us? She's like, no way.
You guys are going to make me laugh and I'm not going to say anything.
I'm like, please, I swear we'll be on our best behavior. She's like,
nah, not with you two guys. And I watch you from far بس to be with you.
So we're scaring the guests
لا,
away.
it's not gay. It's not scaring the guests. It's like مساكين because we go into a program and talk like 10 things and you're supposed to be talking about one.
No, we're scaring the guests away.
No, it's not scaring them. بس يعني I wouldn't go on with us.
I wouldn't either صراحة. No way.
لا
I would never go with them.
لا.
Would you?
No, I'll just watch them
I
from
would
far
first of all
away.
forget all the information I have in my brain. I would kind of tarnish my medical degree or whatever with what they're saying.
What they're saying. حيحوسوني.
Exactly. They're going to open subjects. يعني
I have some people that wanted to come on with us, but يعني they never repeated it after a few episodes.
Because we promise. This is a promise on air.
لا تستاهلت أنت. والله شفتي you're telling your brain to do something you will never do. برضك we're in a show
Never
talking
trying.
about that.
Yeah, we have to kind of like give it.
حبيبتي أنت especially you.
What?
Do not say anything. We promise we're not.
Why?
We started with the spring chicken. فكيتي علينا باب الspring chicken ليوم الدين.
I'm just saying the facts. I'm just saying the truth. You see, sometimes I say things that people have in their brain, but they're too embarrassed to say. And I say it.
فأنت you help them out.
Yeah, I just say it.
That's so cute of you صراحة.
صح ولا لا؟
جزاك الله خير حبيبتي.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
لا أنت آخر واحدة تقولي للمخ سوي شيء وحيتسوى.
يقول روحوا شيخ إصلاح
اقرأ علينا.
ذات.
يدوب
مو
شيخ.
marriage counts.
لشكلنا نحتاج شيخ ممكن. لا حلو. مين قال نحتاج؟ هذه آخرتها. والله حلوة. هو صحيح والله نحتاج شيخ. مرة عجبتني نحتاج شيخ. طيب إيش نسوي يا جماعة؟ لا هو لازم نجيب معانا. صح أنت قلت ما حد يبي يجي عشان
خلاص أصلا إحنا ما نبغى أحد يجي.
لا خلاص هذا الحين أنت ما مملي عليك ما شاء الله الناس كلهم دول اللي معانا.
إيه هذا ما نبغى ضيوف يجي يقرقر علينا ويجي يدينا النصايح.
والله
ما حناخذ النصايح. حتاخذي النصايح؟ شفتي you have to communicate with me.
كيف
أنا إنسانة بني آدمة
كيف بقى أنت بتسأليني أديني فرصة أجاوب.
أول قلت لي يا حالة لازم نتكلم.
بتقولي لي لازم تاخذي النصايح. حتاخذي نصايح. طب أديني فرصة أتكلم.
لا أنت بتطلي هناك.
بس بتكلم.
أوكي.
شفتي؟ هلا شوفي I have a friend اللي هي she doesn't like making plans. والله العظيم it doesn't stress me. وألاقي نفسي doing يمكن I should start that with you.
What's that?
Put you under يعني هلا يلا let's do this. يمكن you'll do it.
All your life you've been doing that to me.
And it didn't work?
It works طبعا.
طب I should do that with you from now on.
All your life you put me you had to do this and then I just without thinking I get up and I do it.
طب خلاص لا I'm gonna do that with you from now on. والله
I get
العظيم.
scared. I don't know for a split second I get scared and I get up and I do it.
Yeah.
But it's not with the getting up and getting dressed. But it does work.
It does work.
When you put your
You don't stress. بس شوفي في ناس ما شاء الله they can plan. They write the plan. يعني يعملوا the schedule of the day.
See, these people will never be guests on our show.
والله they do schedules and they have to follow the schedule. وإذا الschedule هذا تلخبط. Oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Very, very difficult to deal with these people. Everything has to go through that schedule.
لا أنا ما في schedule. أنا في schedule. أنا ما في yeah.
يعني okay we pre-plan. بس يعني we pre-plan يعني for the day. يعني today إن شاء الله بإذن الله. Maybe yes, maybe no. I might do this. The key word is might.
True.
ما في كده they planning. I know that's the right thing to do.
Anyway.
They have plans and goals and كده that. It's the right thing to do.
يمكن in a certain time of your life where let's say your career is at the beginning.
Did we ever have that?
No.
Never.
يعني we don't even.
How did we turn out?
الحمد لله يعني
perfect. Semi-perfect. And we're alive.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah. Anyways. So
succeeded,
how can we fix this? Just laugh it off and lighten up, man. يعني the more pressure you feel خلاص just it is what it is زي ما أنت بتسوي.
زي اللي أنا بسويه.
Exactly.
والله ما شاء الله.
Just laugh it off. It's just like خلاص I said it. طيب what happened?
خلاص بالضبط. I said it. خرجت من فمي.
خلاص I'm sorry and just act dead.
Exactly.
Reverse psychology. Here's one. Reverse psychology. Try saying, okay, brain. Yalla, go ahead and say something dumb.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And you tell it the opposite. حلو. حلو. I like that. You tell the brain the opposite, it'll do the هذا.
But you know what? It'll do it. Sometimes it'll do it.
Yeah, that's...
Reverse psychology won't work. Look, with the brain, I think the brain is a whole entity on its own. You will never understand the brain. As many studies, as much research.
لا طبعا. The brain, سبحان الله.
The brain, سبحانك يا رب. You will never understand. It understands, يعني you're telling us that reverse psychology, the brain's like, oh, I don't understand.
لا بالله. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do the opposite.
You
Give
want
me
me
a
to
break.
say something dumb?
صدقيني, I'd be answering it. لا, and I don't tell it to that. لأني I know mine.
It'll do it. It'll listen.
لا طبعا.
If you tell it to do something or say something stupid.
لا it won't. فهو it'll do it itself. By itself. بالضبط. I don't give it any تعليمات.
Okay. Here are the things. Give us examples. I'm gonna give you examples of these daily life oops moments. For example, obviously try not to laugh during a serious moment. Don't forget your keys. زي انتي today. Don't forget your coffee.
والله يا هالة, this is getting really bad.
Okay.
Suha, don't forget your coffee. Suha, don't forget to shut this. مستحيل. I do not forget.
See, so you do go through it.
See, لا بس هو sad. It doesn't want me to tell it anything. Come on, man. عيب.
See, there you go. Here's another one. Don't forget to smile on the camera. I have a problem. MashaAllah, you're very photogenic. يعني Suha knows how to make these poses.
لا والله كنت. Not anymore.
I don't understand what my expression is. يعني it's like somebody's squeezing my neck or just I don't know. What are you doing يا هالة? What are you doing? خلاص. It's just my brain kind of just tells me.
لا هو it's خلاص you get كده tense.
I don't know. It's just awkward.
أنتي you don't like أنا لاحظتك. أنتي you don't like any attention put on you.
Yeah, there you go. So how are you?
قلت لك ما شاء الله تبارك الله.
How'd you know?
I'm at another
level.
Don't
make a hoo-ha. I don't like. خلاص.
إيه خلاص. I'm not there. Just leave me. I'm invisible.
يعني in a restaurant. Let me ask you something. In a restaurant, when you enter, where do you like sitting?
In a restaurant?
أيوة. دحين you enter the restaurant and then there's lots of seats.
أيوة. لا, I like to sit in a corner where I could see everybody.
You're not a corner person.
بالعكس يعني I'm going to sit in the middle.
So as a middle person.
لا. And want to be seen? لا, I don't want to be seen. I want to see, not
You're
seen.
Leo. You have to be sitting in the كده. It's like, you know.
والله حسب. If I look chic that day, okay.
I guess that's right. It depends on how you look.
Exactly.
لا, no matter how I look, I will always be in the corner. A hidden corner. Hidden from the world.
Yeah.
See, it's just a matter of character. Okay, let's see. Yes, don't drop your phone. You drop it. Don't say anything dumb. أكيد you'll say it.
Don't drop your phone. You drop it.
Don't forget to attach the file in the email. طبعا, you won't even send them email. Don't get emotional. Don't cry.
Don't cry. Oh.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
مستحيل.
You'll look weak. That you will look so weak.
You will cry.
على طول. You can't. Don't fall asleep while the person is talking. Listen, you have to concentrate when the person is talking. عيب, you pretend like you're...
طب هالة, تعرفي أقسم بالله, all my friends now, when I go to any يعني a small gathering, مو big gatherings طبعا, مصيبة, so I don't go to big gatherings. They give me the couch, which is cozy, because they know I have my A. You know, when كده talk becomes more, I'll just automatically يعني كده يعني for like 20 minutes, and then I come back fresh. Hi. طيب إيش كنتوا بتقولوا?
See, this is it. No, this is a problem that I've يعني it's like the sleep is like you're tortured with sleep. I never get that amount of sleep in my life.
Go with friends اللي هم they don't find it insulting.
Well, it's different. It's difficult. Okay, if it's a bunch of friends, they'll let you doze off in the corner. But if it's just one-on-one.
لا, one-on-one طبعا أقول لك. One-on-one, I was with a girl she's a 20-year-old, okay? And she's telling me her life story. إنه مثلا كذا كذا, and she was telling me مثلا about her dad. It was late at night يا جماعة. والله العظيم. And I dozed off. طيب? And then we were face to face, مو phone. And then she looked at me. She's like, you slept? I'm like, لا لا. And then she went on. بس شفتي؟ But she could never forget it.
خلاص it's
قلت لها بالعكس كده I recharge.
لا it's just I don't know.
شفتي الريموت when the battery is like old and then you smash it on the table and the battery will work better. Why do we do that?
I don't know.
You smash it إنه حيشتغل أحسن.
Smash what?
Smash the remote. يعني أنا when the remote is like almost.
It does make sense. You're kind of moving the
لا
batteries.
يا حبيبتي, you don't smash a remote for it to work.
You hit the
لا
remote.
أنا I smash it on the table.
لا, not smashing, but you do hit it some kind of something to get the batteries.
Yeah.
Anyways, listen, I don't know.
We want to show تصدقي هذا. We want to show on what people do that are not supposed to be done.
This is what we're doing today.
والله.
Stay tuned, please, يا بندر. Please.
اسمعوني ايش كنا بنقول اشياء مره كثيره من المخ اللي الاشياء اللي انت تقولها وهو المخ ما يرضى يسمع. مثلا لا تنسى التليفون، لا تنسى جوالك، تنسى جوالك، لا تنسى المدري مين تنساه. هذه انا زادت معايا سهى. لا يعني قهوه، اسوي القهوه في الصباح، اشيل القهوه، اسوي القهوه واتعب في تسويه القهوه وانا خارج الشغل اشيلها معاي. مستحيل، لازم ارجع الو خرجي لي القهوه. هذا ايه؟ وما شاء الله. لا شو دحين حيجي احد يقول لك عشان بقى في مخك في اشياء كثير. لا
يقول لك if you forget make a checklist. Even if I do make a checklist I'll forget to look at the checklist.
لا
تعرف الفيلم اللي خلاني شوية أشك في نفسي؟ اللي هو اسمه إيش؟ Forgetting Anne ولا شيء زي كده؟
لا ذاك أعوذ بالله.
أنا على طول قلت خلاص I have Alzheimer's.
لا ذاك يا لطيف. لا ذاك يا لطيف. لا
هو it started like that. اللي هي تنسى مثلا where she's going. You go in a room تنسي أنت.
لا هذه كل الناس. أنت دحين صرتي بزمن حتى اللي عمره 20 سنة تطلعي فوق نسيتي هو أنت تشتي من فوق.
ليش أشبه من فوق؟
لا هذا عادي.
كلمتك في التليفون حتكلم على كل شيء غير أنا ليش متصلة فيكي.
I guess this is what's coming up in life.
I always believe in if there's technology use it.
لا مو أنا.
Remember that one time you said, you know, I don't know, I don't want to say that.
ليه؟
الحمد لله my filter
works
overdrive with you.
لا
because I know if I just open a little spark, a little tiny little door.
يا هالة.
So he'll go. Blast it open.
Hey, Hala's brain. There's something she didn't want to say. Say it.
حيقول لك لا حبيبتي. That's not going to work on me. See, anyway, so I don't know. So خلاص, it is what it is. You just have to, in certain situations, you just have to say, look, I'm human. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. MashaAllah, are you perfect?
No.
Are you perfect?
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
والله ولا أحد في الحياة هذه perfect.
So if there's a little slip and a little slide, just let it be, man.
Let it be.
And if somebody is like audacious enough to call it out, well then,
fine.
Give me a break.
بالضبط.
صح ولا لا?
Totally.
I think that. And there's no need to actually obsess over things.
والله at all. حلو.
صح كلامي ولا لا؟
صح كلامك 100%.
Beneficial ولا مو beneficial؟
والله very ما شاء الله. Today you're a very beneficial person.
يعني did you understand the concept of why our brain does that ولا you didn't?
لا طبعا I understood.
Were there any key takeaways that you
at
took
all,
with you?
Hala, thank you very much.
Do you know how to lead your life right now?
I lead my life and ما شاء الله 100%. You fixed me.
Did I?
Oh ما شاء الله.
Okay. Then my job is done.
Her job is done.